Hello, I'm Jayne Ross and I'm just going to give you the final few tips as to what we're looking for from a judge's point of view as you walk into the ring. The final thing before you walk into the ring normally for us would be quarter marks. Quarter marks are dependent upon what particular aspect of showing you're heading towards. With a hunter, it's meant to be a free and easy forward going horse. There's meant to be scope to it and fluidity. So with the quarter marks, they've got to be big and bold like the horse itself and follow the contours of the horse and the horse's back end. If you've got a nice rounded backside, you want to keep all your strokes rounded as well. Your straight lines downwards should be as equidistant as you can possibly make them, but your shark's teeth should be rounded and be following the contour of the horse's coat itself. And then the last brush stroke, which is the one from the top of the tail downwards, doesn't actually override anything else, but just encourages the eye just to follow the actual contours of the shark's teeth themselves and just finishes the whole thing off. When you're getting to a riding horse, similar sort of thing, but with less boldness in so much as they don't need to be quite as broad, and you just have to be a little bit more precise about everything. A riding horse is between a hunter and a hack, so you don't want to get too technical and too dramatically artistic with your quarter marks. With the hacks, you can start to get a little bit more artistic. Many people use stencils. We still go for the good old little chopped up comb. A slightly bigger comb with your squares for a large hack and a small hack, but the ponies, they go for the tiny little combs and hundreds of little squares. Again, we tend to go for just what fits on the horse's backside without looking too busy. The same thing applies with the shark's teeth. Try and keep a curve and try and just follow the contours of the coat and finish it. It's meant to be an enhancement as opposed to a distraction. If you have a horse that's possibly slightly lacking in hindquarters, maybe a little bit immature or not made up quite as much as you'd like at the beginning of the season, don't overdo the quarter marks. Less is often more. So don't try and be too busy, don't put too much there. Put 2 stripes with your comb rather than 3, and again space out your shark's teeth as opposed to putting 4 or 5, just put 3. What you're trying to do is encourage somebody to think that they're looking at a bigger area rather than a smaller area, and at the same time, if you're slightly lacking in top line on the hindquarters, make sure everything is very rounded to encourage a round look as opposed to a flat look or flat lines.